Now, okay, YouTube. So now I can use my phone the way that I usually use it when I do live. I can twist it this way and be perfectly fine with that. Is that okay with you? Okay. You know what? YouTube is starting to this go live. Okay, look. Going live from the phone is supposed to be like cool. I feel like you're supposed to be able to just get on and go live and be good. But I've been having so many problems with this going live on my phone. It's not even funny. So you guys, I am back. Okay, and we were in the right position because last time they weren't letting me put it this way, but now we are this way. And I'm like, yay. So let's try this again with the live streaming. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and I don't have to start over again because I had a connection issue the last time we were talking. And I think I'm good now, girl. We in the right position. I don't have to turn my phone no awkward way. I just put it sideways and they let me roll with it. So I'm like, okay, good. So I don't know what is up with this live streaming that is like, and then there was like a reconnection. There was a connecting issue. And I mean, my internet is good. There's nothing wrong with my internet. So I know it's not me. So I'm like, it has to be YouTube. They don't want me going live anymore. Like, we're tired of her going live. Snatch her shit real quick because she been going live too often. So we're going to have to snatch her shit real quick. Let me see what I look like first and foremost real quick. Do I look cool, y'all? Do I look like I'm a cool kid on the YouTube? Do I look like a cool kid? Okay. All right, you guys. As long as you guys can see me, we're good. So, yeah. So, what were we talking about lastly? We were talking about the transgender ban. Here we go with that. Here YouTube, no, you know what? I'm really starting to become irritated. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with YouTube, but they're having like a connection issue. And I know for a fact it's not me. It's not me. Okay, let me check something real quick because YouTube is tripping. I don't know what is going on. Okay, you guys. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna go. Okay, we're just gonna keep it going. All right. So last time, before I was really interrupted. All right, before I was really interrupted by YouTube and this connection issue. Who asked me? Was it you, Tiffany? Somebody asked me about the transgender ban. Somebody asked me about the transgender ban for the military. And I was just saying like how I don't know what the problem is. I didn't really look into it. Number one, like I was saying before, I didn't really like look into it and do all my research. But I was like, if somebody wants to join the military, regardless if they're transgender or not, why not? As long as they're not hurting anybody, and they're able to work. Like, I don't see what the problem is. I don't have anything against it. I mean, I don't have anything against it. I mean, whatever. If they want to join, let them join. Unless they think that, it crosses some lines as far as like putting. You know what, Tiffany? That's true too. They should be happy with whoever joins because last time I heard, our military wasn't even all that anyway. Like, we have like not the biggest military or whatever. But unless they think it's going to be an issue if you put like a guy who's transing into a girl in a room or a place with a bunch of women. Because, I mean, let's be honest, somebody's not going to like it. It could be an issue. But I feel like, okay, so transgender, right? Does that mean that they got, like, the surgery? Because, see, I don't know too much all about this. Like, I mean, I don't know too much about it. So, when somebody's transgender, does that mean that they're transing into getting the surgery? Or does that mean that they already have the surgery? Because I feel like if they still have their private parts of a male, that could be a little to put them, you know, in an environment with women, I can see that why that would be a problem. I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking of it from, anyway. I think the argument was if they deploy, they can't get their meds to them if they come under fire. Oh, got it. You talking about like the hormones? I mean, let's be honest. When you're in the middle of war, the last thing we need to worry about is you getting medicine. I mean, I'm not going. I'm going to be real. If we're talking about like the hormones, I mean, I think this. If you have a health issue, right? You can't even. They don't have you in the military under. If you're getting deployed and you have a health issue, they don't deploy you, right? So my thing is, what kind? See, I don't know too much about that subject, but yeah, because other people with health issues can't be in the. Got it. Okay, got it. Yeah, because if you have health issues and you need medicine and stuff, and you're in the middle of being in the middle of some shit, let's be honest, the last thing they're thinking about, bro, you're at that point where it's like survival. So my thing is, last thing you're thinking about is giving somebody medicine. But hormones are important, because if your hormones are off, you're not able to function. You're not going to be able to function really all the way there, because your hormones are going to be thrown off. So I can kind of see, okay, I can kind of see how that one could be an issue. Okay. I mean, let's just be real. My thing is this. You have to think of things from a full picture. I'm not the one to sit up there, and I don't care however you live your life, you do it. But you have to think things from a full picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be real with the full picture, okay? So because hormones are important. Hormones, they control a lot of things in your body. And if your hormones are not leveled, if your hormones are not good, yo, that can throw a lot of other shit out of whack. Like, a lot of other shit out of whack. So I can see that point of view, being that you're in the middle of something and they can't get you the medicine that you need, either in time or it's going to be late. You're going to be all over the place, because your hormones are going to be, especially if it's a man. Well, anyway, any hormones, I feel, any hormones, it is, like, man or woman, it doesn't matter. Your hormones are going to be out of whack. You're not going to be able to do your job fully, because you're going to be having issues with your hormones. So I can see that point of view. At the same time, I feel like it doesn't matter who you are. You can join the military, whether you're transgender, a pickle, a purple person. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can join. But at the same time, I do see that issue, okay? That issue of if you're not able to get your medicine to you. And on top of that, hormones are very, very important. So they trigger a lot of other shit that goes on in your body. So I can fully understand that point of view on it. Because I know us as women, we go through it. Hormones. We go fucking through it when we're having, I'm spitting everywhere, when we're having our cycles and all that. Like, we go through it. So I can only imagine, like, if I'm going through some shit and my hormones and shit are all over the place, like, I already know. I bet people are already risking their lives as long as they know the risk. If they're deployed, let them join. I get that point. I get the point of, like, if they want to join, let them join. But what that other flip side to, like you said, they're not able to get their medicine to them and their hormones are out of whack, that's going to get in the way of them doing their job. You get what I'm saying? If you're somebody who's transgendering, it's very important that you stay with those hormones, because once you start taking those hormones, they start to transition you over. So in the midst of that transition, you could be a little unstable. So my thing is, if you're in the midst of transing and you're taking hormones and you're not able to get your medicine in time, or you're going to miss a couple of days of your medicine because you are deployed and you are in the middle of fighting for your life and for the country and things of that sort, you're not going to be able to concentrate. You're not going to be able to have a full, you're not going to be able to fully be there. So I can see both sides of it, and that's how I am. You guys know me. I can definitely see both sides of it. Exactly. they depend on the hormones. And then again, that can tie into other things with self-esteem, because if they are transgender, if they're transing and they're not getting their hormones on time, which means that their masculine hormones or whatever are taking over and they're becoming more masculine, that can get in the way of how they feel about themselves. That can get into the way of how they work. Like, that goes into a whole nother area. When I feel like when you're in the middle of a war or you're in the middle of fighting and being deployed, those are some things that they don't really want to, you don't really think of in those times. But I feel like if you're somebody who's transing over, like, those are some things that can get in the way. And yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And like I say to people, you have to think of things from the full picture. And I think a lot of times we allow emotions to cloud our logic and to cloud our proper thinking of stuff. A lot of people jump the gun on a lot of situations. They just think, oh, you're being this way, or oh, you're being that way. They're just emotion. They're not looking at the full picture of, well, you have a point, because that does make sense if you connect the dots. And that's something that I personally learned as well for my own self, because we all go through it. I know for a fact, for me, a lot of stuff I was emotional about, and emotions do cloud your judgment. I don't care what nobody says. The shit, like with females, with girls, and your boyfriend breaks up with you and he's been acting a fool, but you're so emotional, and couldn't find out, it's like, why the hell was I with that idiot anyway, when a list of these things in front of your face was wrong. But when you start to step out of the emotion part of it and you look at shit from a full picture, using your mind, not your heart, yo, like, you start to see the full picture, you go, so I think a lot of times too, we have to start to think more and not let emotion be the forefront, not saying again to dismiss your emotions. I feel like it's very important to deal with emotion, but you have to keep in mind that you have to look at stuff from a full picture and be logical about it. Tiffany said, but on the other hand, if someone is shooting at me, the last thing I'm thinking about is some meds. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, and that's what the focus is. The last thing you're thinking about is medicine in those type of conditions. And I said that before. And that's looking at the whole picture. Not just being like, oh, well, that's discrimination or whatnot. Look at the full picture. The full picture. Like, to me, like I said in the beginning, I don't see what's the point. Like, if you want to join the military and you're transgender, go ahead. But then once you start to look at those points and those facts that go with that, and you just said they need their hormones sent to them, and they may not get them on time, and hormones play a big factor in how your body functions overall. That can get into the way that you function and how you feel about yourself and how you think. So I can definitely see how that is a factor. But once again, I just say that we need to think of things using our brains and not using just our hearts and our emotions. And those are other things that you weave into your thinking, but I don't think it should be the forefront. I feel a lot of times, people just go so hard off of emotion, and they don't really think about it from a logical standpoint. They don't really see it for the full picture of which it is. And you really just have to set aside that and just really think of it as in the full picture. And I mean, that automatically will, I feel like that will help out a lot of people, because not so many people are doing that. You know what I mean? And I said, including myself, I was the same way. So on that topic, I can see both points. I can see both points, and I feel like when it comes to that one specific one, that is a good point. That is a good point. And like I said, if you're in the middle of combat and survival, like you said, survival mode, you're not worried about no medicine. I will be a woman until we are over fighting. If I was transing, I will be a woman until we're over fighting. Like, you have to just, get on it. And speaking about the whole transgender, I guess we can kind of just roll into something that just popped up in my mind. But a lot of times Okay, so I was talking to somebody about this. Like they were talking about how, oh well, you know how you got those few people who are just so angry at maybe the LGBT. Okay, the LGBT, make sure I get it right, community, and they're just so mad. How do you want to be with a man? How do you want to do this? How do you want to do that? And personally, for myself, I've never understood it. I am a heterosexual. You know, I love me some men, girl. But I personally never understood it. But I've never have been someone who looked down upon somebody who was a lesbian or gay or bisexual or transgender. I've never looked down on somebody and was like, oh, well, you're less of a being because of who you choose to be with. My thing is this: we're all human beings. We all bleed. We all go through whatever it is that we go through. And at the end of the night, I go home, I go to sleep, and I do what I want to do. I live my life. How he, she, them, over there, however they live their life, it does not matter, because it's how I live my life the way I live my life. They live life the way that they live their life. I never understood that, how people are so angry towards, you know, that. Now, I can see certain points. For example, a lot of people may say, oh, we're supposed to be man and woman and la 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 la. You know, I get that. Yes, it is supposed to be man and woman. It is. Without men, without women coming together, how will we keep the world going? How will we have babies? How would we procreate? That is just thinking from a what's in your face standpoint. How will we be able to do that? You get what I'm saying? But I feel like there are still people who are out here that are men and women, and they're together and they're having sex and they're making babies. I mean, I don't think everybody's all of a sudden going to turn into being, you know, a gay, a lesbian, a trans. I don't think any of that. I think that there is going to be, I don't think any of that. So I don't think that the population is in need of having, is in danger. Okay, I don't think any of that, you know. And so, you know, and then people say the other thing of, oh, well, then they're going to hell. Well, if they're going to hell, then that's their business. Like, who are you to go and tell them where they're going? Or, you know, like, let them live their life. You take care of you, boo. You take care of you. And that's exactly how I am. How you choose to live your life is how you choose to live your life. Now, personally with me, I said I never understood it. It's something I never understood. But, I mean, I don't bash anybody. I don't care. Like, do you. If that's what you do, fine. I still do me. Like, girl, I do me. So that is something else that I've never really understood. And there was something else. And if you guys chime in on this, okay? There's something else that I quite don't understand, right? So, and then we can change topics if you guys want. But live and let live. There's 7.5 million people on this world. We don't need no more. Live and let live. There are 7.5 on the earth. We don't need no, what you trying to say? We don't need to procreate no more. We good. Everybody stop having sex. Oh my goodness. All right, so on to this next little topic. So in the same transgender, gay, lesbian, and I mean, I think that there needs to be an open dialogue. I think that we should be able to talk about things. I mean, I feel like if I have a question as a straight person, it should be able to be expressed, and I feel like there shouldn't be that defense or that emotion. Like, just tell me what it is, right? So for this one thing that I've always never really understood, right? Okay, how do I say this? All right, I don't want to offend anybody out there. I don't want to offend anybody out there, because that's not my point here. I'm just trying to get some dialogue going. Like I said, you guys know I don't care how you live your life. It's how you live your life. And so you know how the whole situation with that one lady, I forgot her name, she did not want to marry a gay couple, and I think it was like, or give a license to a gay couple. I forgot what her name was. And she ended up being arrested because it was against her belief. And she ended up getting arrested for it. And there was like this big thing. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Am I the only one? I forgot what her name is, right? The thing about that situation that kind of made me be like, what? Is when I'm like, okay, so you have the right to believe in whatever you want to believe in. Whatever. If you worship a freaking apple, That's your belief, and nobody can tell you what you can believe, right? We're supposed to be able to believe in whatever we want to believe in in this country, right? So my thing is this: if that's her belief, that it's man and woman, right? By the way, these are things that are in the Bible. These are things that, we grow up naturally knowing. This is nobody's just like twisted thoughts. Like, this is something that we grow up naturally knowing. You see your mom, your father, like naturally this is what we see. So if somebody grows up with the belief that it's only man and woman, that's their belief, right? And they're free to that. Why is it that when they state their belief and they stand by their belief, then they're arrested, or they lose their license, or they're discriminating, or any of that, right? If that's their belief. And that could tie into something else really quickly that I'm going to side note, but hold on one second. We're going to get there, okay? And then you have, on the other hand, let's say the gay couple. If you want somebody to believe in what you believe in and accept you for who you are, right? Why is it such a pressure to go over to somebody who does not believe in the same thing as you and force upon them your belief? You guys are with me? So I'm like, why not go find somebody who would like to marry you guys happily? Not because they're forced to marry you because of maybe laws, or because it does turn into discrimination. Like, why not go, okay, they're not for that. Let's go find somebody who celebrates our love, who's going to give us that's going to give us what we deserve, what you want when somebody marries you. Because I wouldn't want somebody marrying me that has a nasty attitude, or who doesn't believe in me being married, or believe in the same things I believe in. Like, I wouldn't want that. So I'll be like, you know what? You don't believe in that. You don't support that. Fine. I'm going to find somebody who would marry me. Or who would, like, you guys get what I'm saying? So that was one of the things that kind of like made me think like, I don't understand why it's being forced. Now, I can understand the other side of it where they say it is discrimination. But then again, like I said, that's something that was in the Bible, that has been taught, that has been, some people, that's just meshed in. So it's not like it's a twisted type of like thinking. That's something that's going to be meshed in it. Now, at the same time, you can't think that everybody's going to get with that agenda. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says this, but yet you guys want to turn the law into this, but then your law is supposed to coincide with the Bible. I don't know. Like, it's something that just made me be like, whoa, and whoa. Okay. So that was something else that kind of, that just kind of made my mind turn and was like, that's interesting right there. I don't think anybody, regardless of what you believe in, I don't think you should be forced or you should be punished for what you believe in, especially when it comes to that topic. Not everybody is in that same mind space. Not everybody believes the same, and that's perfectly fine. I don't see what is the problem with people having different beliefs. You believe that you like to be with a man. You that's who you're attracted to. That's your lifestyle. Fine. You want people to believe in that. You want people to see that for what it is. Fine. Not everybody is going to be on that same train with you. That's just being how it is. Not everybody's going to be on that same train as you, right? Now, I said I was going to tie this into something else. Now, let's take a look at the KKK for a moment, right? Because if you wanted to flip it a little bit, you can flip it that way. Because I know there's somebody who will go, oh, well, the KKK believe that, in white supremacy, and, and they're still able to have rallies and all of that, right? They're still able to have rallies and all of that. And that's their personal belief that, there should only be one race and one race only on this world. But that just, I don't know, that situation there just kind of baffled. It just kind of made me think, like, I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. And I personally have had a friend who was well, not a friend, but I knew somebody who was transing, and we even had a conversation. And I told him, I said, I don't understand it. And he was like, well, if you come to a meeting with me and sit down and all that, you know, maybe you'll be able to understand it. And I'm like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't think you can tell me as many times as you want to tell me it. You can break it down to me. But personally, I just don't understand it. Is it like a chemical thing? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it, you know? And then again, it became where he became very emotional and angry. And I'm just like, you can't get mad at me for something I don't understand. Like, I'm open-minded to hearing you and talking to you about it, but you cannot get mad at me and because I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just the craziest thing. What you say, Tiffany? Hold on. You can believe what you want, but I think you have to separate belief and business, etc. You can't limit someone's rights. If you are a doctor, you can't let a person die of surgery because they are gay. Right? True. Right? But I believe, right? But that can be, I think that can be some fake shit. It can be fake shit. I don't believe, okay, I don't believe that, you know, let's just say I'm the girl, right? I don't believe that, you know, people of the same sex should get married, right? That's just not my belief. But I run a cake shop, right? A gay couple walks in, they want to order a cake. Hey, how you doing? You want to order a cake? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make you a cake. I'm going to make it real nice for you, girl. Girl, I'm going to hook it up for you. You guys are going to have an amazing wedding day. A month later, there's a story that comes out. I don't believe in gay marriage. I don't believe in that. So how do you feel after that? Because belief and business should be separate, right? To me, I feel like if you don't believe in something, be straight up, be real with it. Don't do it just because of the fact that you want the business. Because I just feel like in a wedding setting especially, you want to have somebody who really wants to have happiness for you. I'm all about energy. Energy is 100%. Energy is number one. If you're not getting legit energy from somebody and you're getting a cake that's made strictly out of, I just want to take their money, I don't give a fuck about, I don't like the fact they're getting married, but I'm just going to take their money because, you know, they're going to buy this cake for me. But it's going to be made by the hands of somebody who doesn't support what they do. And then a month or two later, there's a lovely story that comes out that says, yeah, I don't support it. So then they still feel some type of way because it's like, well, you made the cake for us, but you don't support who we are. So, you know, boycott her store. Don't buy shit from her because she doesn't support us. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would rather you be upfront. Because that's where fakeness comes in. That's where shit comes in, where it's like, now rights is different. Like that last part you said, I feel like just because he gay, okay, you know, do the surgery. I mean, just because he gay don't mean that that's a life or death situation. That's totally different. But as far as like beliefs, as far as like somebody getting married and all that, you want to find somebody who believes the same thing that you believe. You want to find somebody who has that same spiritual, that same interest as you. Like that's how it goes. Like you don't want to go to somebody who does not have that and they're faking it, because it will all come to a light. And then how will you really feel? Oh, I'm just going to do this because I don't want to be sued by you. Oh, I'm just going to do this because I want your money. But then couldn't find out they don't really stand for who you are anyway. That's like me as a black woman going into a shop and buying something from a store, right? And come to find out that store doesn't like black people. That store has been very racial towards people that are black, right? You don't like who I am as a being, but you took my money because it's business, right? And you don't want to go against the rights, but I'd rather you tell me I don't want you in my store. You know what I mean? Like, I would not want to spend my money there if you're not for who I am. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I just feel like it just goes into so much other like categories. And what's going on with my computer? What happened, Boo? That was weird. But yeah, so I mean, y'all, That's just how I see it. I don't think anybody should be forced though to do something that they don't believe in. I don't think that's fair. Honestly, I'm gonna be really real. I don't think that's fair. Because a lot of people grow up, you know, with the Bible. They grow up religious. They grow up knowing that it's man and woman. That's their personal belief, and that's totally fine. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're not hurting anybody. If they're telling you, I don't believe in that and I don't support that, just respect that and go, okay, that's fine. I'll find somebody else to marry me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to... What you say, Tiffany? Hold on, I have to look on here because my computer did something odd. My computer... I don't know what's going on with my functions today. They all going crazy. You can believe what you want. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, got that. All right, cool. So, yeah, definitely, you know, but I just don't think, you know, but I don't think, like, let's say, for example, somebody walks into the store and they are gay. I don't think that they should be, oh, well, get out of my store because of they're gay. I think that that is inappropriate. I just think if I'm a business owner, my main concern should be customer service, etc. Not every customer's belief would align with yours. I get your point. And that's in any business. I feel the same way. I feel like, personally, for me, I don't ask you what your sexual preference is. I don't be like, oh, well, do you like boys or you like girls? You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of companies don't do that. But I think specifically when it comes to, like, companies that marry people, as far as, like, you know, cakes and things like that. And then on top of that, this is the thing about it too, because companies will take your money. They don't care who the fuck you are. They will take your money. And then kind of find out, you get an article where the owner is like, I don't believe in gay marriage. But you've been shopping there for years. You've been shopping there for years. And come find out he don't believe in the same thing as you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like they should be putting it up on a website or anything like that. They don't have to do that. They don't have to. You know, but then again, that goes into the rights of discrimination, where you're not supposed to discriminate against sex, you know, color, and all that as well. That goes all into that as well. And so I can definitely see how that is an issue. Like I said, I don't believe you should be kicked out of somewhere because you are gay or anything like that. I think that's fucked up. Like, no, you wouldn't. That's just, nah, it shouldn't happen like that. But I think when it comes to other things like marriage and stuff, you might want to consider who is marrying you. I mean, if I the day I get married, if anybody ever wants to marry my crazy ass, I would definitely want to know that the people that are marrying me want to marry me because they like to marry me, or they love to marry, or they believe in the same things as me. That goes as religion. You go to church to get married because they believe in the same thing as you. You know, it runs a little bit different. It runs a little bit deeper than just that. Oh, hold on. Let me see what you said. You said she wasn't marrying you. See, I didn't know the full story, too. So you said she wasn't marrying them. She had to give them their marriage license. Her personal opinion was not needed in the job. She was registering their marriage with the state. Oh, well, then in that case, yeah. That's cool. In that case, she should just gave them. See, and it's stuff like that, too. Like, if it's something where she wasn't marrying them, then she should just give them the license. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes you just pick your battles. Like, you just got to pick your battles. Like, some things you just going to have to let go of, you know? And that right there, okay, see, that right there to me, yeah, that's a little odd. I don't know. But it's just that fine line of, like, belief and, you know. But, yeah, just give them their damn license. You didn't even marry them. Just give them their license and go on about your life, lady. But some people are really, like, religious strict. Like, they live by everything religious to a T. You know what I'm saying? Like, that they just do. And I mean, that's fine. You know, like I said, I don't judge anybody. If that's the way you want to live your life, that's fine, you know. But then it comes to moments like that where it's like, well, in the Bible, or, you know, this is what it says and I've been taught this, and so I'm only going to think of it this way, you know. So I don't know, like, it just, yeah, it goes so many different directions. But I feel like if you're not the one that's marrying them, then she should just give them their license. It's just certain things you got to pick your battles, okay? Certain ways you got to pick your battle. And you could have went home and said you a little prayer. If you felt like some way, you could have just said you a little prayer, you know, and just, you know, pulled it in, girl. And yeah, so, but there are a lot of questions, and I feel like that will forever be a hot topic, you know, when it comes to that community, and it'll be a hot topic, you know. Like I said, for me, I don't care. You can live your life however you want to live your life. If you want to live underneath the rock, go ahead. If you want to go live out there with the trees, go ahead. Whatever you want to do, honey, do it. I don't care. I'm not the one to care. I'm too busy running my own life and trying to figure out what I want in life and where I'm going, and staying in my own lane. And I think a lot of people need to do that too, because people are all up in everybody else's business. You know, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. You don't have to go to the pride parades. You don't have to be involved. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do any of that. But that was a fun topic to talk about. Anybody else got another topic for me? Come on, y'all. Give me a topic. Give me a topic. Give me a topic. Give me a topic. I'm trying to figure out what else can I talk about. That just kind of like, you know, I don't know if Aaliyah and Tiffany, I don't know if you guys were on here the last time I was talking about that grown-ass man that decided midlife that he wanted to become a little girl and some family adopted him. See, and that is the shit I felt like something was wrong up here. I'm like, wait, hold up. A grown-ass man with a family decides he wants to become a little girl and a family adopts him. That's a problem. Yeah, girl, you tell me. I have no idea. But but I think too, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, there is another thin line where it comes to situations like that are like, oh, he just wants to become trans, or oh, he just wants to be his real self. And I feel like stuff like that needs to be evaluated a little bit more. If I was the wife, I would be like, you know what, we need to get you some counseling. You need to see somebody. Because to me, that's an issue. I don't like how people love to preach about the Bible and love but express such hate. When they quote the Bible, they take it out of context and they're always working about other people. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, that's true. That's true, and I've seen it, and I've seen it personally. I've seen it personally where people will be so religious, but their tongue is not religious. The Bible, their tongue, their spirit, it ain't nothing. It's none of that. None of that holy stuff. And I'm just like, okay. Favorite TV shows, girl. Favorite TV shows. Whew. Okay, so what was the last one that I finished was Gypsy. I loved it, Gypsy. I loved it. I don't have any. I want to try to watch Insecure. I mean, I've been hearing a lot about Insecure. Power, I've heard a lot about, but I've never really been intrigued to watch it because it's too much hype, I feel. I haven't gotten a chance into watching it. But I do want to check out Insecure. I don't really have any favorite shows. Ooh, Basketball Wives are on. Ooh, I had to catch on Basketball Wives. Now, y'all, I am not a reality TV show girl. The only ones that I ever watched was Bad Girls Club and Basketball Wives. And I see that they're out again, so I have to definitely watch Basketball Wives. Hold on, Tiffany, what you say? Transgender is one thing, but a man who wants to become a child has no responsibility of being a father or a husband. Yeah, that's the thing too. He didn't want to be a father. He ran. And then Tiffany, I like Gypsy too. Yeah, I like Gypsy, girl. I'm like, and the plot thickens. But if she was just real with her husband and said, hey, I'm into this chick, you know, and she just makes me feel so free, who knows, her husband would have been down for maybe a threesome or something. Open communication. Instead, she over there with her old ass, with her child. Let me stop. No, she too grown for that, though. You can't have a kid and a husband and be like 40 and running out there in them streets with that little young girl. Get your life, girl. But I like it, though. I can't wait for the next season to come out. What is the purpose of this stream? There is no purpose of this stream, sweetheart. This stream is everywhere. Okay? I'm just opening it up. It's just opened for conversation, all right? There is no purpose for the stream. This stream is just you, me, and random talk. Life. And dance moms. You know, I never got into dance moms. But isn't somebody going to jail from dance moms? I think I've heard somebody going to jail from dance moms. Somebody got involved in something and they going to jail, girl. Going to jail. Let me see something. What'd she say? Is my computer lagging? Hair texture discrimination. Hair texture discrimination. Good topic. Hair texture discrimination. Okay, so hair texture discrimination kind of rolls in with the same thing of discrimination. I feel you got a black person, right? You have a black person, and black people usually have 4 type hair, right? 4 type hair, which is a little bit more kinkier, curly, coily, however you wanna say, okay? And so I feel like when it comes to those textured hairs, there can be discrimination. But you said hair texture. But are you mean like straight texture versus curly texture? Because that's how I feel. Or are you talking about 4C texture straight out? Because 4C texture is different, doesn't really different. It's not that different. Of course, everybody likes maybe the lesser curls. I mean, not the lesser curls, the looser curls. But I feel like when you get into the 4 type hair, that's just that has never been something that was beauty or considered something that was acceptable in society. So, and I think that's going to always be an issue. But lately, people have been loving it. They have been wanting their hair to be like that. They have been, you know, trying to have their hair like that, you know. So, I mean, some people like it and they want to have that, you know, and then there are some people who don't even like it. The yellow Kazo, yeah, Abby Lee went to jail for bankruptcy, I cannot speak, bankruptcy. Everyone is going crazy about this today. Oh, the hair texture discrimination. You know what? I think enough is enough. I think I'm over it, actually. Like, they were saying, that was the topic I want to talk about, where they were talking about mixed girls are taking over the natural hair. And I'm just like, or biracial girls are taking over the natural hair. And I'm just like, yo, calm down, because it don't matter if you biracial, because if you remember back in the days, it don't matter. If you black, you black, right? Doesn't matter if you had a drop, you black. And a lot of times people who are biracial or mixed still have 4C textured hair. Okay, so I'm just tired of it. Love your curls for what you have, okay, and work with what you have. Don't worry about nobody else, okay? Like, what you going crazy over that for? And I feel like, I know that, you know, we want to have a platform where our hair texture is noticed, and we already have that. We have that across the board. We have Lupita. We have, is that how you say her name? I'm saying her name right. Lupita, right? Hopefully I'm saying her name right. We have a lot of brands out there. Shea Moisture, Curls. Well, Carol's daughter, but they're not black owned anymore. We have like other brands out there that do represent the beauty of black hair. So I just think we need to just calm down and just, you know, wheel it in a little bit. All right, it's okay, you know. But there's always going to be some type of discrimination, and it happens. There's a model. What is her name? I forgot her name. There's a model. She's really dark complected, but she is a beautiful, gorgeous, dark complected woman. I saw her and I was like, girl, you are gorgeous. I want to be her friend. And she said something about how an Uber driver asked her if they paid her, I think, 10 grand or something like that, would she bleach her skin? And she was like, no. I was like, girl, you should smack the shit out of that Uber driver. But I was like, why? Like, you're beautiful. You're unique. Nobody else has that skin tone. It's rare. Girl, work it. Just like with the hair texture. Not too many people have it. Girl, work it. And what you have, what people don't have, they usually want. You know, that's why people go out and tan and shit. So they become darker. So, girl. And then Yellow Kazo, you asked, I know you're a beauty channel, but do you like video games? Not really. I'm not like a video gamer. I used to kind of be like with the race car ones. And my brother, we would play like the race car video games. Those are really fun. But I'm not really, no. I'm more so like a word type of game girl. I like to do like word games, Sudoku. And there's one that I love on my phone. It's called what the fuck is that shit called? What the fuck is that shit called? Look at me cursing. What the fuck is that shit called? What is it called? Color. It's called Color something. I forgot the name of it. But it's called Color something, where you have to bounce the ball between the colors and then it turns different colors. Yeah. Aaliyah, you said, I know I was so over it. People are attacking girls because of their curly hair and saying that if you don't have 4A, 4C hair, you don't have two plaques. Yeah, you aren't dark enough and you aren't natural. Have you heard? Yeah, you know what? And that's another thing that I don't understand, because let me tell you guys something. Honestly, you guys see me, I'm not 100% black, okay? Put that out there. I'm not 100% black. I have cousins that are mixed. And when you see hair textures, okay, they have 4 type hair textures. Like my other cousin has like 4 type hair. All right. My thing is this: genetics are something else. Genetics, you can get any hair type, you can get any skin color, you can get any eye color, and we don't control that. Genetics plays that role, right? I was gonna say something else and I forgot what the freak I was gonna say. I had a good point too. Totally went out the window. But I think the whole, I'm gonna explain it after I get done saying this, all right? So I think the whole mix thing is that it don't matter. Nowadays, somebody can look white and they can be black. Somebody can look black and they can be white. Wait, is that even possible? I don't know, because black is a pretty dominant like gene, but I've seen some people who are half black, half white, and they have straight hair. Or no, half black, half maybe not white. I have cousins that are half black, half Filipino, and some, one of my cousins has like a wavy, curly hair. She doesn't have 4C hair, but she's half black. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: it doesn't matter. Like, genetics plays such a crazy role, and your hair can come out being any type of way. Stop doing this bullshit where discrimination. Now, I will zone in on this one, right? Natural hair, right? This is probably where the problem starts, because a lot of times people consider natural hair to be like, let's say a girl has straight hair. Oh, my natural hair, right? Somebody may have a problem with that, because in the black community, natural hair means natural hair. You're not putting that juice in it, the relaxers. You're not hiding it under wigs. You're not hiding it under weaves. Like, you're more accepting of your hair. You're natural. You just let your hair do what it does. That's what that word means to the black beauty hair community. I can get that exactly right on the point, and I can get it. And somebody like me, I've always been natural my whole life. I've never ever relaxed my hair. But the thing about me is that I've grown to take care of my hair, because being a natural, a lot of times is hard. It was hard finding products for my natural hair type. Granted, well, not granted, but rewind. Somebody with a looser curl pattern than mine, or a wavy curl pattern, you can find products for your hair in the store. But somebody with a 4A, 4B, like me, there was nothing in the store for me. Like, at that time, we were using pink lotion, and y'all remember Live, the little white jar? We were using that shit. Like, and that stuff wasn't the healthiest stuff for your hair. But growing up, you didn't know that. But there wasn't really a lot of products for us out there. So I kind of can get where they're going with this whole natural hair and people coming out and claiming the whole natural hair. But I've always been a natural. So, saying that I'm natural hair doesn't really, like jive me up or anything. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys get what I'm saying. And Yellow, you said, have I heard of the Nintendo Switch? No, I haven't. I'm not a gamer, boo, so I'm sorry. I can't help you out on that one. If your hair isn't straight or has a slight wave to it, there is discrimination. I'm biracial and I have 3B, 3C hair. It's straightened my hair. I straightened my hair last week and people kept telling me I should straighten my hair all the time. No, thank you. But you can't be biracial and have 4 type hair. You could be fully black and have type 3 hair. Let me see. Straight hair will always be something that is in. Let's just be honest. If it's not, and if you look at majority of people around you, they have straight hair. And that's just something that I noticed walking outside. A lot of other cultures have straight hair. I mean, Asians, Latinas, white, everybody else has, majority has naturally straight hair. Now you do have some that do have curly hair, but majority of people have straight hair, right? Now on the flip side, with black people naturally straight hair, I haven't seen it. Unless you press it, unless you have, and that's the thing that makes us unique. It makes me excited just talking about this. Like, if you think about black people and their hair, right? We are the only ones that have like a different texture. And it's just, it's different. It's amazing. But if you look at other races out there, a lot of them have, majority of them have straighter hair textures. Yeah, you do get some with wavy, and you do get some with curly or a loose curl, but nobody has that tight curl like black people. And it's amazing. I think it's different. I think it's unique, and I love it. Like, but society tells us that having straight hair is a thing. And I mean, that just goes back in history along with everything. Like with black hair, it's never been accepted, and it's always been something straight. I can say that looser curls have always been accepted as well. There was never a problem with looser curl textures or straight hair. It's when you get into black hair, kinkier hair, that was always said that it was nappy, that it's not pretty. And this is another reason why I can see people are upset, because when I think about it a little bit deeper, this is why. If you have a looser curl pattern, you're fine. Nobody's going to tell you your hair is nappy. Nobody's going to tell you your hair is nappy. Because I've had somebody tell me my hair is nappy. And it's not, it don't feel good. When you get into the 4 texture hairs, oh, it's nappy, it's unruly, it's dry. Girl, you need to do something like, you need to straighten it, you need to put a perm in it. Why don't you straighten your hair? Why don't you perm your hair? Those are the things that, and I mean, that just goes back in history, let's be real, of the texture of black hair not being beauty. Of anything in black not being beautiful. Our lips, our nose, our asses, our skin tone, our hair texture, none of that shit was ever hype. But crazy thing, in 2017, lip injections, nose jobs, ass implants, boob job, tanning out in the motherfucking sun, everybody want a little bit of it now. You feel me? So straight hair is always going to be like in. Like, that's never ever going to be the thing that goes out. People want that to be straight hair. But girl, love your curly hair for what it is. I'm getting off a topic here. But love your curly hair for what it is, and don't fucking try to change it for anybody else, you know? And you could be fully black. And I don't know about that. Like I said, genetics is crazy. I know that I had, my grandma was telling me about a relative that I had, and he had a very looser curl texture, but there was some mixtures in there, so that don't count. But yeah, so Aaliyah, you said, as a child I could not find any products for me. My mom used to use blue grease and water. Girl, you said blue magic. Same thing I'm saying. Like, back then there was nothing out there for black hair. There was nothing out there for black hair. Like, a lot of the shit that we were using too wasn't that good for our hair. Like, I was living in pink lotion. My grandma used to put pink lotion in my hair. She would straighten our hair with the hot comb, like all that stuff. Like, girl, and I used to get, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of me, okay? I used to get teased for my hair in school, and I feel like that was like, because with me, I didn't know what to do with my hair. I got to this age where my grandmother let me do my own hair, and I didn't know what to do with my hair. And you guys see how curly my hair is? Imagine what my hair look like if it's dry, broken, not moisturized. Because when you moisturize your hair right, you get the perfect little coils and everything. When you're not moisturizing your hair just looks like a Brillo pad sitting on your head. So I didn't take care of my hair. I didn't know how, and so my hair was broken, it was dry, and I got made fun of about it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember somebody asking me too, like, oh, well, you're light skinned, but how come your hair is nappy? And I remember somebody asking me that, like, oh, you're light skinned, but why is your hair nappy? You know what I mean? And it's just things like that I cannot stand. And it took a lot of self-growth and me just knowing me and who I am as a person, and And once you get to see, especially now it's 2017, everybody wants to be black. Everybody wants to look something like it. Everybody wants to jump onto the music and the trends and all that stuff. We fly as fuck. So I mean, let me stop. We fly as fuck, but it's crazy. Aaliyah, what you write? Because your message was retracted. What you put in that message, girl? Let me see. And then you said that, Aaliyah, people make fun of our hair, but our hair has meant to protect us. We have tight curls because in Africa we needed something to protect our scalp from the sun. I embrace my nappy hair. That's right, girl. Embrace that. Embrace that. See, I don't like the word nappy, though. Because whenever somebody says nappy, I correct them. I say, not nappy, curly. I hate that word. I don't really like that word. But go on, girl. But what you putting that in the message, girl? Because they snatched your message back. I want to know what you said. You could put people on timeout. Hold on. I want to see like what you say, Aaliyah. You might want to reword that because they done retracted your message. Like, nope, she getting too raw for the tube. She getting too raw for the tube. We gonna have to just let her go real quick. Oh my goodness. Like, yo, hair in the back. Sabrina, go away. Yo, hair in the back. Like, yo, hair in the back. They used to call it a kitchen. A kitchen. Let me give you some moisturize. I didn't type that. You didn't type what? Yes, you typing now. So what you didn't type? Don't be trying not to do it. All right, Tiffany, what you say? Like Kim K was wearing those boxer braids. Oh, don't get me started. To hear what boxer with black girls been wearing those for years wasn't cool. Like, man, and that's another thing too. Oh, I can't. This topic. Oh my goodness, girl, it's so crazy because a black woman can wear it and it's ghetto. It's unprofessional. It ain't no trend. But somebody who's not black wears it, all of a sudden it's an uproar. Oh my God, the newest boxer braids. Oh my goodness, girl, go get you some. But the black women were always warm and they were unprofessional. They were ghetto. Like, that shit makes me so mad. I will never understand. Never understand. But like I said, okay, y'all want to, okay. Aaliyah D, I have 3C, 4A hair, and the blonde girls with straight hair always made fun of me. That's because they wanted to be you, girl. And you know what, too? A lot of times, too, with me, I get a lot of people staring at me. I get a lot of questions. And at first, it used to bother me, but now it's more so as in they're curious because they haven't seen something different, or they're so used to seeing only one thing and they see something that intrigues them. Like, what is that? What is that? And I think personally, we need to embrace that. Like, somebody staring at you walking down the street with your head full of very, very curly hair, your afro, your skin glistening in the fucking wind. Glistening in the wind. Look at me. Glistening in the sun. Like, embrace that. Embrace that. Like, I let people stare all day. Flip my twist. Stare all day, sweetheart. But yeah, I think growing up though too, and that's one of the things I feel, Aaliyah, that we need to install in our children, especially young girls and young boys, to love yourself. And if your friends and the girls that are giggling and making fun of you, it's just because they don't know no better. Well, kids are kids, first of all. They don't know no better, number one. And number two, I think a lot of times people make fun of what they probably don't understand, or either what they envy. So a lot of times, you know, like you just gotta build that self-confidence and that self-growth in a child, so that when they go to school, nobody can tell them nothing. You know, somebody tell them that they're ugly and they go, yo, mama ugly. No, not that far. See, that's why I can't have no kids. That's why I can't have no kids. My kid, I'll be getting a phone call all the time like, yo, your kid is over here calling other kids mama's ugly. And I'm like, hey, they making fun of her? Yeah, well, hey. Let me stop. Oh my goodness, I was so confused. Boxer braids ain't new. No, boxer braids ain't new, girl. They need to cut that shit out. Just how, what was it? Coco came out with some braids and they went in on her. Have y'all seen that? And she came out and she was like, I don't know what she did. She said something. I don't even remember what she said, but I know she got some braids done and they were going in on her. Like, in on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit. Alright, Leah, you said, I didn't like nappy at first, but my professor informed me that nappy means tightly coiled and that I should reclaim that word and make it good. And that's all cool. Like, Nappy Danny here on YouTube. I love that girl. Nappy Danny, like, hey, she uses Nappy Danny, like, and a lot of people do embrace it, you know, and but I think with me, when I hear it, it's always used in a negative context. So I try to, whenever I hear it used, like, oh, my hair is so nappy in the back, or oh, my hair is just so nappy, like, girl, I don't want no naps. That's when I kind of like, I always correct people, like, it's not naps, it's just tightly coiled, because it's just in the context I don't like it, because it's still staying in that negative mind frame about your hair, you know. So that's just me. Breeby, I have Negro nap curl pattern. What gel do you suggest? Because I haven't found anything to hold it down. Sabrina, go away. That's my sister trolling, y'all. That's my sister trolling. Sabrina, go away. We don't got no time for you and your games today. Okay? She always trying to be funny. Oh my goodness. Negro nap. I'm done with you. I am so done with you. Who comes up with these things? Only my sister. Only my sister comes up with these things. Negro nap. You know what? I'm done. I'm so done. I'm gonna have them. They're gonna have to block you. They're gonna have to block her. Put her on the. There's a temporary timeout you can put users on. I'll put you on a temporary timeout. Put you on a temporary timeout. I don't know what to eat, you guys. I'm so tired of everything. Ugh. I'm for real. I need help. Wow, you need to not use gel. First of all, gel's not gonna hold your your Negro nap down. They ain't gonna hold them down. You better use like a pomade or a paste. Cause I know even with my hair, gel doesn't always do. I have to use like a hell lot of gel. A lot of gel. You guys, have you seen how much? No, I don't think I've done a bun, but I use a lot of gel to get my curls to lay down, because they don't want to lay down. They just like to spring up and be crazy and fucking wild. Buck wild. Are you guys done with the conversation now? You guys tired of hearing me talking? How long have we been on? Oh, I've been on for an hour and 2 minutes. An hour and 2 minutes. An hour. Well, then you need to get some pomade or some paste. Something that's like heavy. And you probably need to deep condition your hair too and put some moisturizer in it, so it's not crunchy. You don't want it to be crunchy. Crunchy isn't cool. Doop 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 doop. There you guys, y'all went quiet. Aaliyah, Tiffany, where y'all go? Y'all went quiet on your girl. Alright, see, now that's not nice. That is not nice. Why did you flick me off? That's not nice. That's not nice. You know what? They should flag. I'm going to flag you. Keep playing with me. I'm going to flag your account as a spam account. And I'm going to tell you, too, that you're making racial remarks. They're going to ban your ass. Your account is going to be deleted by the morning time. No more YouTube for you, honey. No more commenting on the live streams for you. No. No. Hey. But I don't. Well, I keep cutting. Well, I will make sure I block all 3 of them. All right. Hey, you guys think that? Well, I need to watch it though. I was gonna ask y'all about the Usher situation, but I need to watch the rest of the videos, cause yeah, or the lawyer talk, cause I don't know. I haven't heard the full story. Just let it burn. Oh, gotta let it burn deep down. You know what's best is what you do. Leave the thought of popping. I need to edit. I'm over here talking to y'all, and let me see if my videos are up, because I'm gonna have a video going up tomorrow on how I take care of my kinky twist. So that video is gonna be going up tomorrow. The only thing I noticed with these kinky twists is that my scalp is not having it. I think it's because my scalp is not used to being exposed. Like, to the world. My hair usually covers my whole scalp. My scalp is going crazy. It's like dry, itchy. I'm like, you not liking these braids, huh? I don't feel like braiding my hair, but my scalp doesn't like my braids. They don't like it at all. Why? Because Usher makes love songs, okay? If he is burning in real life, I cannot be jamming to him talking about some 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. No, don't come over here. No, because you got open sores. Don't you do it. Don't stay over there in your drop top. No. No. But you can't look at him sexually anymore. You can't be like, ooh, Usher. Yeah. Now you're going to be like, oh, boy. Usher. Ooh, honey, girl, boy, you just stay over there. I'm not coming to any more of your concerts. I'm not coming to your concerts anymore. I come to the concert, I'm going to be all the way in the back on the top because he not picking me to come on the stage so he can spread the love. She called the braids the cocoa soup and said she created it, but many have. That's what it was. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. The cocoa swoop. Girl, if you don't get out of here. And she another one with all her plastic surgery. Girl. If you don't get out of here. You see my face. And that shit is always funny to me. Like, people want to come in and just name stuff. Like, take shit from where it come from and just name it their own shit. And it's like, no. Yeah. He wasn't even cute to start off with. Excuse me. I think Usher's cute. I'm more of a Trey Songz fan though. One day, I'm gonna send him a picture on Instagram and be like, "Hey, baby." No, I'm just playing. I ain't that desperate. But I thought he was cute back in the day. Why would you sleep with him if he had something? Well, from the interview that I watched, she said that I guess he didn't tell her that he had herpes, and she doesn't even have herpes. First off, I think she was saying that she was negative. But I guess because he didn't tell her that he had herpes, she felt threatened or something. And my thing is this, though. This is where some reality comes in. Let's be real, because you know I always got to spit some real tea. If Usher invites you, I'm not saying me, but some of the girls, maybe little groupies, you know, they want to, Usher, oh my God, he's inviting me to the backstage. Oh my God. Okay, because she told the story about how, I guess he came to her hotel room or something involved with a hotel room. So she goes backstage, gets to know him, hotel room, and a lot of girls are like, oh my God, Usher wants to sleep with me? Girl, they probably get that shit up raw dog and not even care. Let's be real. Raw dog and not even care. A lot of girls, they think about them dollar bills and the celebrity, and they're like, ooh, he wanna, okay. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm not going to say, we can't say it's 110% Usher here. You had some part in this as well because you had a decision to make. You could have said, I don't know you like that, so I don't feel comfortable having sex with you, or, you know, let's make sure we use a condom. But then again, she obviously used protection. I don't know, because she didn't contract it. But my thing is, it's on both parties. But then I guess because he didn't tell her, you know. And then my thing is this. He hasn't come out and said anything yet. So how do we know if he even has it 100%? He hasn't said shit. He could just be like lawyering up and just being quiet and waiting to drop some shit. That's how I feel though. I feel like it's some shit that's about to drop. Like, there are my records. Bam. I don't have it. Then what are these people talking about? You know, because it can go either way. Either he got the shit or he don't got the shit. But he hasn't said anything yet. Now there's a man that came out and a woman that came out, and I think one of them said they had herpes and the other one doesn't. So, but let's be real. You get to that backstage with Usher, you feeling some type of way like, oh, he want me. Girl, you don't come out them panties like that. Shut up. You cannot tell me you're not going to come out them panties like that. Not all girls. Not all girls. We ain't all like that. Some girls really may just be like, nah, I ain't fucking with you. Or you would use a condom. But majority, that's all it takes. Panties off, legs in the air, or on your knees, however it went down. And girl, here we are some years later. Years later, right? So, Tiffany said the whole story is off though.
Don't let me back. Ooh, you don't know how to See what you don't do, hear what you for me. Won't be blinded by my feelings. You've been scheming on a low.
Can you hear my ringtone? Oh, no? Hold on one second, you guys. Somebody is texting me. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, y'all, we gotta be real with these females and stop trying to play. We gotta think of the whole picture here. Alright, so Tiffany said, I get some girls are like that, but my mentality is different. I'm not starstruck. Yeah, and a lot of girls are not starstruck. Like with me personally, okay, let me be honest, right? I would be the girl who played this shit out right, okay? Keep in mind, there are a lot of chicks who will give it up to a celebrity. You got groupies, you got a whole bunch of shit, right? I'm gonna give y'all a secret about how I would play it. Well, not really play it, but I feel like I would be the chick who would be like, you can't have this. If you're interested in me, we can talk, we can go out on some dates, you can get to know me. Because sometimes too, you may not even like them who they are for personality's sake, but just because celebrity, you just want to fuck them. But at the same time, they can fuck you, they fuck, excuse my language, but I'm a grown woman, so I'm going to curse. They can have sex. See how I changed it up? I'm a grown woman. They can have sex. They can have intimacy. Oh my goodness, this is just going all bad. It's like the more I'm more proud of saying the F word, the more censored I become. But they can involve themselves. I went from fuck to sex to intimacy to involve themselves with any of these girls out here, right? They can get involved with any of these girls out here. They have it like that. So what's going to make you any different if you crack it open for them? Nothing. Get their ass a fucking challenge. Make them work for it. And then if you find out you don't even like them and they're not what you want and they assholes, then you didn't give up your precious snack to somebody who's not worth it. But I'll make him work for that shit. If he doesn't work for it, then obviously, I mean, it's easy for him to get it from somebody else. But I'm going to be like, hey, you want to take me out? We can go on a date. We can sit, we can talk, we can chit-chat. You can get to know me. But you're not getting my snacks. All right? You're not getting my snacks. Okay? Because the end goal is that you want him to marry you, right? Oh my goodness, I'm a fool. But it's the truth though. Like, the end goal is like, would you just want to be a baby mama or a jump off or something? Or you just want to be somebody that he hitting? You don't want to be more than that? Like, you gonna make me your wife, honey. We gonna have us some little let it burn babies. No, I'm just playing. No. I'm really just playing. Like, that's not funny. So yeah, y'all, it's hilarious, my personality. I'm hungry. I want some food. I don't even know what to eat. I'm so overeating. I need to tell you guys about my vegetarian store. I need to record that so I can tell you guys about this whole me going vegetarian journey and why I decided to go vegetarian. How long I've been running my mouth for? An hour and 24 minutes? Lord. Y'all not tired of me yet? Y'all not like, this chick is just talking and talking, like she just won't go away. Hold on. I don't even know how to. Don't be blinded by. You've been scheming on low. Hey. We had a lot of topics though today, you guys. I'm gonna have to probably change the topic of this video, of this live, because what should I name it though? Transgender talk. What should I name it? Transgender talk, comma, usher, comma, natural hair, comma, natural hair talk. I think we talked about a lot in this video. I see people, y'all leaving me. I see like 5 down to 2 down to 1. I'm like, dang, nobody want to watch me no more. I'm gonna say a whole lot of topics. That's what I'm gonna name it. A whole lot of topics. Cause you've been scheming on the low. Okay, y'all. So, I'm trying to figure out hungry. I can smell food. You know when you hungry, you smell food. I'm like, am I tripping or is there like, where's the food? Am I tripping? Cause baby, you just had some chicken. Stop lying. I did not have any chicken. Where I have chicken at? I had a veggie sandwich today with some chips. And what else did I have? I had a blueberry muffin. And yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this live here. I think that we are at our peak, you know. I think that we have definitely hit a peak here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said before, I have the 2,000 subscriber giveaway that's going on right now. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys hit that notification button. And I have some little exciting ones that's going to be coming up. And I can't wait to get those out to you guys. So yeah, I would like totally see you guys like later in like another video. Like totally. Oh my god, Becky, she's gonna come out in another video. And that's I am. Let me stop. I'm such a fucking goofball. Alright guys, see you later. And I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah.